Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And this time I'm going to show you how to get through the Water Temple, as well as defeat the dungeon's boss, Mucktorok. It's a pretty straightforward dungeon. You want to activate the 4 faucets that are currently disabled, and then doing so will allow you to activate the central device, dispel the muck, and then the boss comes out. And that's pretty much it. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come into this area over here, and then we are going to get an optional chest down here. So you want to just jump down to level B1 into this little pond here, float over to this lily pad. Probably do this from any of the lily pads, but I like this one. I like this one. All right, go ahead and pull up the chest. And inside is a sapphire. And we're going to float over here, and then we are going to make our way to the first faucet. Glide over here. And then come down here. So there are some flame jets here that if we were to touch, we would take a lot of damage and just get knocked back. But if we speak with Sidon, we can just run through no problem. So once you do that, you want to come over here, and then we need to do a jumping attack onto this switch that allows Sidon to come inside. That's actually, you don't have to do that right away. Sidon is not needed for this room until you're ready to actually use the water wheel. So let's go ahead and just clear up some muck here. And then there is a chest that's upside down on that platform over there. So we're going to glide over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot that platform to get it to deactivate and drop. And then that is going to cause it to start bouncing. All right. I always try to catch it in midair and it just doesn't work. All right. Go ahead and Ultra Hand the chest off. Plop it over here and open it. And you get a large Zone 8 for your trouble. Go ahead and shoot the chest, the platform again to activate it. And then we're just going to place it about here just to give us some safety. And then you want to grab this platform over here, activate it, put it about there. Really, wherever you want to put it is fine, doesn't particularly matter. But the purpose here is to grab this orb, and then we're going to stick it onto the far platform. Yes, it will make it. Very good. Jump, glide over, and then you want to take, just conserve our battery. Take this, put it up here, and then go up. Take the platform again, and then this is pretty interesting. We're actually going to flip it and push it into the wall. And then that will open the gate. And make note that our battery is very low. So we're going to run into the gate. That's going to trigger a little cutscene where Sidon tells Link, hey, I think this water wheel has something to do with the faucets. And you'll notice the battery just replenished. If you wait for the battery to drain, what will end up happening is the block will fall out of the hole, and then you got to wait for your battery to recharge or use some Zonai charges to recharge it yourself. It's just a bit quicker that way. All right, so once you speak with Sidon, you get the water shield, and then just shoot the water using any attack at the wheel. And then that activates the first faucet. 1 down, 3 to go.
Yes.
All right. So I am going to manually deactivate this just to conserve my battery. You don't have to do that, though. Okay, and then we are going to make our way back up this broken staircase. And then we can just grab onto this wall here. And because of the low gravity, we can very easily get back up. Okay. Let's go across these broken platforms now. And then we got a couple of constructs here. Speak with Sidon to get yourself a shield. Alright, and there's one more. He's got some big arrows, so be careful of him. Although, I'm actually going to speak with Sidon, because this guy's treasure... Whoa, this guy's treasure just ended up in here, so... Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. It just ended up in another muck pile. That didn't work. Alright, to stray friend this guy. Take out another weapon. Being in the muck doesn't really matter. It just slows you down. It does get you stuck, so you really can't do much in terms of dodging, but it's not going to, like, prevent you from attacking or anything like that, so you don't have to worry too much. All right. Can I get this? Thank you very much. That's a strong item right there. Okay. So let's speak with Sidon, and then you'll notice some muck covering this up. Just want to stand here, attack it. Alternatively, you can use a splash fruit, but that's really the real way to do it there. See, when I come over here, we're going to grab an orb out of the pond using our Ultra Hand. And you'll see a chest up there that we'll grab in a second. Right now, though, we are going to just hold this until a bubble comes, and then once the bubble captures it, we're going to let it go, and it's going to take it over to where it needs to go. Excellent. Okay, now we are going to just watch that bubble sail. The bubble will break automatically, and then that will cause the orb to drop into a big pond, and we'll get there eventually. For now, though, we are going to sit in this bubble for a little while, and then we are going to dash out of it and glide over to this spear. We're going to land, and then we're going to do a big jump and glide over to this platform, and then climb up. Alright. Well, all my shields are better than that, so never mind. There is a muck here. Aside from using a splash fruit, I'm not sure if there's like an intended dungeon mechanic way to open that, but I just like to use the bubble. It's a little bit more straightforward, especially if you don't have items on you. I always try to make it so you can do all of this without items. Okay, so you can see the orb landed in this big pond, which is good for us, but... Whoa, we're not ready to do anything about it just yet. There is a giant choo-choo over here, so let's go over here and kill it. Okay. So you'll notice some platforms here. So you want to grab one of them. That will activate your battery. Rotate it till it's flat. Hello, thank you very much. And then you want to attach it to this sluice gate. There's a slot specifically the right size for it. And then you want to just pull it up, and because the platform is floating, the sluice gate stays open as long as the battery is charged. And then the orb falls into the slot. And then the next water wheel is revealed. So go ahead and speak with Sidon. There's no forced cutscene on this one. That only happens the one time. So you are free to walk in and shoot the water at the wheel. All right.
Well done.
That is faucet 2 of 4, so 2 more to go. I always feel like there's a chest in here, but there never is. Okay, so let's come up here, ride this waterfall up, and then this is going to give us a ton of air. This way we can just glide over to the next section. And then we are going to just cross over the fountain. And then this is our destination over here. So you should have plenty of stamina to do this on one wheel. This took maybe 3/4, but you're good to go. And you can drop over here. There is a fire-like dangling from here. It will puff out fire orbs. All you gotta do is walk in a straight line. And then once it's done, get ready for the gem to be revealed. Go ahead and shoot it. Hello. Thank you very much. All right. So you want to be careful. You want to let the chest and the fire-like seed drop. Pick them up. Or fire-like stone, rather. And then you can open the chest. The reason I say be careful with that is because if you have Sidon's shield around you and you clear this muck while that fire-like stone is on the ground, it will get pushed off and you'll lose it. I guess it's a little better than the Zora shield. We'll take that. Oh, this is a fire fruit? Yep, okay. Cool. Next up is this bubble over here, but first I want to grab this chest. Some arrows, always helpful. All right, we're gonna run over here, and then we are going to use recall on this bubble. And that's gonna bring us back up. And you don't need to go all the way up. I would just go, you know, maybe halfway into the shade of the bubble. And then you want to swim out and glide out. Okay. This puzzle is a lot of fun. I like this one a good deal. So what we're going to do is we are going to take out the Ultra Hand, pick up one of these slabs, and we are going to attach it to one side of the water wheel, pick up the other slab, and then attach it to the opposite side. Then all we got to do is take the top one, push it into the waterfall. That starts spinning. It creates an electric current. And then we need to use a bubble to connect it. I'm going to let that one expire just because we need to get into the chamber with the water wheel. Come on. There we go. Go ahead and Ultra Hand it over here. And because water is conductive, we just sit it right there. It opens the chamber. And then speak with Sidon. And activate the wheel. Three down, one to go.
All right, just one.
Oops. Almost walked right into it. All right. Come up here. And then, to me, this is a little easier than using the bubble. But we can just glide on over to this next section. There's a decent amount of combat in this section, so you do want to be a little careful. I'm never going to get a sneak strike on this guy. I don't know why I'm trying. That should have been a sneak strike, in my opinion. But that's okay. Alright, so if you're lucky, that construct will start fighting the Choo-Choo. Yep, there he goes. So that kind of buys you a little time, and it also kills the Choo-Choo for you, which is very helpful. Nice, thanks, guy. Oh, God. Low gravity is fun until you try to do air combat. So I recommend trying to push this guy into the water using a spear because they can't swim. And no matter what their HP is, they'll die. Same is true for a lot of enemies. Actually, I think it's almost every enemy. If you are ever fighting enemies that are hanging from the ceiling, I think they're called Horriblins, you can do the same thing. If they're hanging on a ceiling above water, just shoot them in the face, they'll hit the water and die instantaneously. They even have a special animation for that death, too. Okay. This section is a little complicated. There's a couple ways to do it. If you have Splash Fruit, it gets a decent amount easier. However, I don't want to make you have to use an item, so we're going to come over here, float onto this platform, ready your Ultra Hand, and you're going to grab the bubble that comes out of here. Oh, that one's expiring. There we go. All right, get your Ultra Hand ready. All right, grab that bubble. And then there is a switch covered in muck inside of this thing here. Oh, God. So you want to just try to push it into the center. This way it hits the switch. And then you'll notice that a cutscene did not play. It's because it's only step 1. Step 2 is to jump, take out an arrow, shoot the switch. That drains the water and gives you access to the 4th and final water wheel. Okay. Let's go ahead and speak with Sidon, get our shield, and activate the final fountain.
You did it, Link. Okay.
All right, so we are technically ready to finish the dungeon. However, there is a chest over here, so don't forget that. I do like how the music changes depending on like what phase of the dungeon you're in. I think that's a very nice touch in this game. I can't remember if they did that in Breath of the Wild or not. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to float down here and then activate the central mechanism. Doing this will cause the sludge to disperse. However, the source of the sludge is revealed, and that is the boss Mucktorok. So we're going to skip this cutscene. I'll let you watch that for yourself. And basically in this fight, we're just going to use Sidon's power. And then we want to shoot the water at this shark. And then the Mucktorok is revealed. He tries to roll away and run away. If you hit him while he's running, you can get some big damage on him. All right. And then we rinse and repeat. Phase 1 is pretty simple. It's just that a bunch of times. It's really nothing too crazy. So just let the shark kind of come to you. Shoot it. Wait for the Mucktorok to come out. Once it starts rolling, you want to chase it. And then it goes down. And once you get it to about 50%, Phase 2 begins. And this is where it gets a little bit more difficult, although the difficulty is more kind of annoying than anything. The difficulty comes in that the Mucktorok will start acting like a squid from Splatoon and start swimming around in the muck, and it spreads it as it starts swimming around. So, we're going to try to do... That didn't work. You wanted to keep the shield for that. I got a little hasty. Oh boy. Okay. Now, it's going to come out, and you want to try to get as much damage onto it as quickly as possible. However, it's going to start bouncing around again. So, as that's happening, it starts spreading muck again. You want to do your best to disperse it. It's okay if you can't get a ton of damage on it, like all at once. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just keep yourself healthy, and eventually... You know, maybe you get lucky and it comes to you. Just keep it targeted. It doesn't always happen. All right, let's see what he does now. Very good. Same deal. Just try to get as much damage onto it as possible. Long-range weapons are really good, such as spears. Very helpful. Come on, Sidon. Recharge. Let's go, buddy. Use a bow. This is really stupid. I should not be in this muck right now. Alright. I have a feeling he's going to do a big attack at this point. No, you're coming right for me? Okay. No big deal. Thought he was going to do that big ring again. Just felt like the right time, you know? Alright. Wait for Sidon to give us the recharge. And that's the boss, and that's the dungeon. So from here, I'm going to make an edit, and I'm going to just cut the footage, loop it back this way. You know, the final cutscene is yours to see. And you get your dungeon reward, which of course is a heart container, and then whatever else happens, you'll see for yourself. But that's it. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.